Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So I'm coming on today. It's Wednesday and it's around 10:25, and I'm going to make something new for you guys. This meal that I got from another YouTuber that I thought was really, really good that I wanted to try. It's from the early Depression. I want to start making a lot more budget meals and a lot more things that will go further and help families out that, you know, may have a tight budget or whatever. And she made this apple dessert from the early Depression, and her family loved it. So I'm gonna try it. So yeah, so let's get going. So what it is the recipe she had was 3 apples. I only have 2. So it's 2 eggs. I'm wondering if I'm going to do, because I only have 2 apples, I might just do 1 egg. Because I don't know if, let me see something. Yeah, no, this bowl is going to be big enough. All right. Let's get going on cutting the apples first, because I gotta cut the apples. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Mommy? Come on, you can go see Mommy. So you gotta peel the apples and cut them up into little pieces. Well, it says thin pieces, so that's what I'm going to do. All right. So let's peel these apples. I'm not going to use my peeler. I'm just going to use this knife because the peeler sometimes gets on my nerves. So this is what I'm doing. It calls for flour, sugar, vanilla, baking powder, and you just bake it for 20 minutes. Yeah. I'm going to peel these. I wish I had 3 apples because I want to do the whole recipe, but I just got 2. And if I like it, I didn't want to really do 3 too, because if I didn't like it, it's only probably going to be me who eats it, or maybe Julie and Jenny will try it when they come over. But I want to start. I'll do 2, and then if I like it, I'll make it again. But I mean, it's really, really this is what they used to do. You know, I'm so interested in like those. I'm going to start researching some like Depression meals and what they used to eat in the Depression with what they had. You know, and they ate good. They ate good. You know, so why not? Why not try it? You know, it saves money. Right now, I could save all the money I need to save. So I'm trying different things, guys. All right, let's get rid of this peel now. Okay. All right. The oven has to be on 375. So we'll do that. Right? Yeah, 375. Okay. Let's chop these up. Just getting all the apple that I can get off without the core. Gotta use it all, guys. Use it all up. Because that saves your moolah. So I'm just getting any little pieces off. Because it said thin pieces anyway. So I might as well use the whole, right? Use the whole thing. Alright. It's a good apple. A really good apple. Just want to get some of the, I don't want any of the core. Obviously. Okay. Do this one. I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast yet this morning. It's 10 something, but I feel like my stomach's kind of growling a little bit. So gotta eat something. All right. Alright. So let me make sure there's no core in this. Nope. So let's just cut these up nice and thin. I'm gonna cut them up like this. Maybe thinner than that. Thin. I'll cut them like this. I'm hungry. I gotta eat something. Otherwise I'm gonna eat all these apples. And I can't do that because I only have 2. Right? So I can't be doing that. As I'm doing it. It's a good apple. I forget what kind of apples these are. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the food store or whatever, the farm or whatever, you know, I get produce because I need it. And so I look at the cheapest apples, the cheapest peaches, the cheapest, you know, fruit or whatever. And I get those because you gotta conserve and you gotta budget, guys, especially if you're having some financial things going on, you know. Doesn't hurt, and it doesn't hurt all around, you know, to save on your budget. It really doesn't. Because the less money that you spend on food or whatever, see, I feel like food, like my tip is food is really the only thing that you can kind of skimp on, you know, but you can also still eat good. Like, you have to have electric, so you have to pay your electric bill, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your cable, whatever it is, you know, the car insurance, you have to pay necessities, they have to be paid. And food is a necessity too, I mean, don't get me wrong, but there are ways that you can save on food. So that's where I save in my budget, is food. Because certain things you just can't save on. You can't finagle. There's only so much you can, you know, do. So, food is the thing that you can kind of budget better, you know, and come up with really, really, really delicious cheap meals. I hate to use the word cheap, but budget meals, you know. Just because it's budget doesn't mean it's cheap or it's gross, you know. They're good meals. They're good meals. I mean, that's what I want to show you, and that's what I've been learning. And that you can eat good on a budget. You don't have to eat crappy. There's delicious food that you can make for your family that's good. You know what I mean? I just said the same thing, but yeah. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. The gate just literally closed by itself. I wonder if there's a ghost in my house. So it's a beautiful day here. It's like 70-something degrees now. It feels like it's cool, but I don't know if it's going to get humid. It usually starts out like not feeling humid, and then later on in the day it starts getting a little humid. And then we end up putting the air on later in the day because I guess after using the stove or whatever, the house gets a little warm. But we try to keep the air off as long as possible because that's another thing. The electric bill went from $150 to like $300 in a month with the air conditionings, you know. So it's just got to save every bit we can. So we try to really be vigilant about shutting lights off and, you know, not letting things run, and make sure we don't, you know, run the air when we're not here, and have the fan going constantly and all that. Just, it's every little bit you can save, guys, it helps. Every little bit helps. So regardless, you know. Every little thing adds up. So if you save $20, $30 on your electric bill each month, and you save $50 to $100 or whatever it is on food because you're budgeting and eating out of your pantry and, you know, whatever, you know, it adds up to a couple $100 a month that you can save you and could help you. So those are just some little easy tips that you can do. Alright, so this is supposed to be cut nice and thin. So that's what I'm doing, because I'm just doing what she did. So, 2 makes a lot. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I should put the 2 eggs in. I don't know. I'll see how the consistency is, and if I think it needs 2 eggs, then I'll do 2 eggs. So guys, I'm getting excited. Julie's shower is coming up very quickly. Been doing some really crafty things last night and really excited. I want to show you guys so bad, but not everybody, but a lot of people watch, and I don't want to ruin it. I want everything to be a surprise at the shower, you know, for the guests and everything. So I'm really not showing anything. I showed one little thing about a sign that I made, and that's it. So I'm really, really not showing. I will show you, of course, at the shower and after the shower and all of that, of all the stuff that I did. I'm trying to be vigilant about taking pictures and just because I really want you guys to see. I tell you guys, it's fun doing the DIY, right? It's fun. Like I've been so enjoying it, especially if you're crafty, you know, if you love crafts and all that. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a ball. I really have. I've been having a ball doing it. And there's some things that I had to buy, you know, some things you buy, but there's a lot of things that you could make. Again, that's budget-wise. You can do a beautiful party or whatever on a budget. Koopy, what do you want to eat? Where's my bowl? Alright. Let me feed Cooper. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to put the apples in here. And then I got to get a separate bowl and do the mixture. The oven's preheated. I got to get the pan out in a minute. Get a bowl. Always rinse out my bowls, basically, when they're back in the back room, because, you know, that whole story. Alright. Okay, so, okay. Alright. I don't know if I should do the 2 eggs. I think I'm just going to do the 2 eggs. I think I am. I think I'm just going to do it and just go a little bit less on the sugar because I don't want it to be too sweet because there's not as many apples as she did. This is called apple pudding, actually. Apple pudding from the Great Depression. All right, so let's do 1 egg. No, 2 eggs. We're going to do 2 eggs. Gonna beat up 2 eggs. Let's get my whisk. Oh, where is the whisk? Here it is. Okay. So it says a whisk, beat up 2 eggs. Okay. 2 eggs beaten. Then 1 cup of sugar. So like I said, I'll wait to 1 cup of sugar. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit less on the sugar. I won't use a full cup. Buddy, what are you doing? Let's get the sugar. What are you doing, silly boy? Do it in the sink because, you know, I just like to make a mess. Woo. Yeah, so it's almost, so I make sure it's sugar. So it's almost a full cup. Damn it, I was supposed to put it in here. Ah. Well, it is what it is. You see, guys, you gotta pay attention. I wasn't paying attention, and I just automatically took it and put it in here. Oh well, it's all gonna go in the same place, but I assume it has to be mixed together so it dissolves better. So, Oh well. All right. Well, I got most of it in there. There's a few little, but I'm sure they made some mistakes in the in the Great Depression, right? All right. 1 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour. Hello, Linda. Hello, hello, hello. I want to taste that with the sugar. Oh God, so good. Okay, so I said 2 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2. All right. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. It's a half a teaspoon. Here's a teaspoon. Okay. Okay. And a dash of vanilla. So mix that really well. So I got all that in. All right, then you add this to this. And I'll have to give it a little bit of a mix, like I said, because the sugar is, some of the sugar is mixed in with the apple already. Then I gotta get my pan out. Just trying to get every little bit out. Let's give this a mix. Smell the vanilla. Smells yummy. Smells yummy. Okay. So it looks like it's nice incorporated. Everything's incorporated. How much more can I mix it? You know what I mean? Let me get the pan. Now the pan. Here. God. All right. Now it says to, does it say to, yes, grease the pan. I gotta grease it with some butter. Lately I've just been into greasing with butter, not with the spray. I like the taste of it. I just think it's better sometimes. And I have a lot of butter right now, so let's use a little bit of it. Just save on the spray too. Okay. All right. That looks good. Oh, guys. I just want to go over this and make sure there's nothing else that I'm missing, because that could happen. Apples, eggs, sugar, flour, baking powder, and vanilla. Did it all. Oh, I think she put a little bit of salt in hers too. Yeah, she did. She put a little salt. Because salt brings out the sweetness. Just a little pinch. Okay. There we go. Why is this out here? All right. There we go. It's apple peel. Oh, that's it. All right, so then you put this in the oven, you put this in the bowl. Get all the little goodness out, the egg and the sugar and the... God, this is my favorite bowl too. I don't want to break this bowl. It gets slippery though and heavy. All right. And then you just do this. And then you put it in the oven for 20 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Let's put it in the oven, guys. Here you go. Let's see, I'm so curious. That was fun. I'm definitely going to do more. I'm definitely going to do some depression meals. I'm going to go on and I'm going to check it out and see what depression meals I can come up with and try. I think it's worth it. What are you doing? You want to go out? You want to go out? Yeah, buddy. It's nice that he wants to be outside. All right, so I'm going to clean up some of this stuff here, and then I'm going to... Then the apple pudding should be done, and I'm going to taste it. I'm so excited, guys. Can't wait for you guys to taste it, to know what's going on. All right, guys, while this apple pudding is baking, I'm going to make some scrambled eggs for myself. 1 egg. I was looking, I thought maybe I had a mushroom in there to stick in here, but I don't. So I'm going to just put some cheese, and I'm going to put some scallions, actually. I have some scallions that I had in the fridge. Have to be used that I have in the fridge. I have some salt and pepper in here. I'm gonna make 1 scrambled egg. I like my eggs very light, fluffy, and not dry. So, and cheesy. So I take it off the flame because it's still cooking. It's cooking without even being on the flame. Put it on just for another second, and then I'm going to shut the flame and just let it sit a minute. Because that's how I like my eggs, guys. Okay, let's get a plate. The apple pudding is doing well. I'm so excited. Yummy, guys. Let's get some ketchup. Because I like ketchup with my scrambled eggs. some pepper. And this is what's for breakfast. Hair is all over the place. I'm getting my hair done Sunday, guys. So, I know I've been saying it for weeks. So good. I'm a procrastinator. I really am. So Julie's gonna color my hair. Give me a little trim. And be done with it. I had bought a big thing of these, and they were in my refrigerator, and I forgot about them, and so the whole green part was like dead. So I just cut them off, put these in the fridge, and this will grow. I don't know if you know that, guys. Jerry Ellen from Cooking with Neighbors gave me this tip. Well, I saw it on one of her videos, and Jer, I love it. It works so much, so great. So you just put this in water, you leave it in your fridge, and the scallions will grow. So yeah, so you don't ruin, you know, like I had to throw out the beginning part of it, but I'll get more from them, you know. So yeah. I just got my refrigerator in the drawer, and I thought I only had 2 cucumbers in there. I buy these cucumbers to eat and to make pickles with, but sometimes I let them get away from me, and I end up having to throw them out. It really makes me angry because they're expensive and they're good cucumbers. So I just found them in there, so I'm going to cut them up, and I'm going to start and make some pickles with probably 2 of them. One of them I'll save for like salads and stuff, but I got to get these done because if they go bad, I'll be so upset with myself. So, and I only thought I had 2 in there, but I had 3. So I'm glad I looked in there. Yummy. I gotta slow down a little bit. You can't eat fast with the sleeve. No good. No good. All right, so Alexa, how much longer on the timer? Alexa, how much longer on the timer?
You have 8 minutes left on your 20-minute timer.
All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys. Now, this cooked 20 minutes. I took it out. The apple seemed a little hard to me still. So I put it in for another 5 and then another 5. So it's been in about another 6. It's been in about 32 minutes. Some ovens just cook different, so it might just take longer in my oven. I don't know. But the consistency of it now is much softer. And I think this is a consistency I like. I'm going to taste it. I tasted it already, but I'm going to taste it with you guys. I like the softness of the apples now. The apples were too hard before. But I can tell you right now. Let me taste it. All right. I may, next time I do it, cut the apples a little bit smaller, maybe shred them more than slice them thin. I think that has a lot to do with the texture of it. But I can tell you right now, the flavor, guys, it's so good. I really like it. Okay. It's a depression meal. So, it has sugar in it. I'm sweating, guys. Sorry, the oven was on. It has sugar in it. It has a little flour, so carb-wise, it's not the best. But when they were in depression, they didn't care about carbs and about sugar. They had to fill their bellies and fill their family's bellies, and that's what they were concerned with. And at this point, sometimes, you know, I can afford, as far as carb-wise with me, to eat like that, because now that I've lost so much weight, and my sugars are low and all that, so I can finagle with myself, I'm saying. But for this, guys, this is such a good, nice treat. Oh my God, it's so good. Literally, sugar, apples, eggs, flour, baking powder, and vanilla. That's it. Now, it's very, like, I would like it a little bit mushier. So, like, for me, if I was in the depression and I had some milk, I would pour a little milk in this, probably a little evaporated milk or something, just to make it a little bit creamier, more of a pudding consistency. It is pudding, but I think, like I said, the apples probably should have been shredded rather than just diced up skinny, you know? It's so good. So delicious. I really like it. Put a little vanilla ice cream on top. Cheap, guys, cheap. Apples grew on trees back then. They always had sugar, I don't know how, whatever. There was that flour, I guess. Baking powder, I don't know. I guess they had all those things. This is years and years ago. I'm going to research this and see when this particular meal, this particular dessert was made, and see what they had in those times, you know. It's really good. I'm going to put I'm definitely 150% going to put the recipe below. Okay? Cheap. You can do it with one apple. You don't even have to use two apples. Just cut it. Just cut it. Cut the recipe in half or whatever. I did 2 apples. I did do the 2 eggs that the recipe called for. So I'm gonna put on the recipe 2 to 3 apples, because if you like it creamier, I think that you need to put only 2 apples in the recipe. But you know, you can also add a little bit more egg or whatever. 2 apples with this recipe that I did is delicious. Really, really, really like it. I think you'll like it. You'll try it. It's a budget meal. It's a depression meal. It's cheap. It's just what's going right now. Okay, guys. Sorry. I just get a little excited. You know that. That's so good. I guess too, if you really, really want to watch your carbs and sugar, use stevia. Use, you know, those fake sugars. Use those if you want. If you really want to be a stickler, it's up to you. It's your situation. Whatever, do whatever you have to do, what you want to do. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this budget depression apple pudding. I am so excited about it. Delicious, really, really, really good. I'm gonna enjoy it and show it to my family. They're gonna try it whether they like it or not. Maybe they'll like it. I don't know, I think it's delicious. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because when you subscribe, you really help my channel grow, and I really, really, really do appreciate all of you. Don't forget to hit the notification button with that bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. And also, by hitting the notification bell, it also makes YouTube recommend my videos, which makes in the whole big story makes my channel grow. So I really, really would appreciate that. Don't forget that don't forget to comment down below. And like this video and share. Please share the video. I really, really appreciate if you share the video. And thank you so much for coming into my kitchen with me and creating new stuff. This channel is gonna be funner. It's gonna be funner. I'm gonna start doing more different things. And like I said, as long as my mind's healthy, which I'm trying to keep that going, I will continue doing this, what I love. Thank you so much for sticking with me, guys. Thank you so much for being loyal. I appreciate all of you. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next video. I'm going to go eat some more of my pudding now. So good, guys. I'm going to put the recipe down below. Make it, try it, and let me know. Bye.